Hello, it's Nikki Harmon here from the Inner Space Project, and I've just finished a Maverick race, 14k. Look, all along those hills I've been, and over them, and round and down and all over the place. So what's 14k? About 9 miles of trail running, and at the end of it I got another one of these medals which I hang up on my mirror, and the kids at home love to see all of my medals hanging up. I don't quite know why, but maybe it inspires them, maybe they feel inspired by me, who knows. But I also got one of these, look, can you see? I don't know if you can see. A Maverick ale, which I will be enjoying this evening at some point. But I do a lot of mindful running. I do meditate whilst I run, and some people kind of think that's a bit weird, but it is something that's possible, and it's possible to do, because meditation can be anything. It doesn't have to be sitting still thinking of nothing and fluffy clouds passing by and all that kind of stuff. Mindfulness is about being present and focusing on the present. And I tell you what, doing trail running is requires a lot of effort and concentration, because you're running off-road, you're running on uneven terrain and stones and rocks and roots and twigs and all sorts, and into mud, dry mud, which can trip you over and twist your ankle, or wet mud, lose a shoe or two en route. You've got to know where you're going, you've got people running past you, running around you, and just the sort of the nature of what you're doing, it takes a lot of concentration, and you have to be focused to do that. And as I'm running around today, I'm aware of everything that's going on around me, of course, and my footfall every second, every second that passes, every footstep I take, I'm concentrating hard and thinking about what I'm doing. But it struck me today that my racing style comprises of 4 different phases, and the first phase is the sort of the pre-race anticipation. I don't get nervous anymore with races, whereas I used to, but the anticipation of just wanting to get on with it and wondering how well I'm going to do, and if I'm going to hurt myself, if I'm going to fall over, if I'm going to finish. I go to a lot of these races on my own. I might see the odd person I know and run with them for a bit or whatever, but it struck me today and made me a bit upset, actually. I'll admit that it's possible to feel really lonely when you're in a crowd full of people, and that's a little bit how I felt today. Stupidly, maybe not so stupidly, but anyway, I was somewhat mindful of that as I started, and I chatted to the people around me as we were going, and then found my way on my own for a while. And then I got into the sort of the middle bit of the race of feeling the annoying bronchospasm I get whenever I run in the first 10-15 minutes of any race, no matter how prepared I am as an asthmatic with my treatment plans and my regimes and everything else. No matter what I do, I always get that bronchospasm, that really horrible tightness in my chest. So I had to really be mindful of that and focus on that for quite a while, and then that went off, that eased off, and then that gave way to calf cramps and aches and pains around my body, which I was mindful of and worked through. And then there was the third stage, the bit of well, I'm really getting into this now, and I'm enjoying this, and I'm looking around and enjoying the view and chatting to people, and other people around us are sort of supporting each other and congratulating each other on going as far as they have, and not far to go now. We're on the home straight, 3/4 of the way round, and then there's the bit where you realise you're nearly there. You've got that, I feel that sort of elation of knowing that I've only got 2 kilometres to go until I finish, and feeling exhausted at the same time, but desperate to get to the finish line, desperate to want to finish, and having to pace myself and not overexert towards the end of the race because I don't want to injure myself. So those are my four stages, and of course crossing the finish line is always a great feeling, and being handed a medal and a beer for your efforts at the end of it, well, that's always a bonus. So yeah, meditation and mindfulness, as I say, doesn't have to involve sitting still and sitting quietly, although I do that obviously every day and in some form or another. But I'd be really interested to hear your experiences of running, and if you meditate or practice mindfulness in any of your sporting activities or your daily routines. I'd love to hear from you. So thank you for listening, and you can find me at innerspaceproject.com or on Facebook as facebook.com/innerspaceproject, or on Twitter as @themindfulnurse. And thank you for watching. Bye.